Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today I'm just going to do a little bit more of an analyze in depth of the Starfield Direct gameplay showcase we got a couple of days ago, maybe a week. And I did a reaction on it, and it's pretty long, 45 minutes. And I gotta say, I am hyped right now. I looked through it several times right now, and I gotta say, I am hyped. I'm really hyped for this game. And I did a mistake. I called out saying that excuse me, that oh my god, I cannot wait for this. We have to wait all the way to the November for this game. And actually, no. It actually comes out in September 6th, I think it was. I did see it by the end of the live stream or the showcase that yes, September 6th is the kind of like a date, special date. I thought it was some sort of join us September 6th, kind of like a Twitch come and see us and kind of like live stream showcase September 6th. I thought it was something like that, but no, it's the actual release date. I was like, wait. When I first saw it on Steam, I was like, wait, so soon? They never release, never, I'm telling you, they never release this kind of things. Just 2 months, or maybe, yeah, around 2 months right now. Like, what? Really? This close to the release? I never have seen something like that. Hogwarts Legacy did something like maybe a year ahead of its official release and that sort of thing. Half a year, I think it was. And oh my, I cannot. Do I think this game is going to be delayed? I honestly think so. I do think it's going to be delayed. Maybe till either October or November, early November. Some of those dates. It's just because Bethesda has this, you know, if you've been around too long, you know that Bethesda is pretty famous for bugs, glitches, crashes, corruption and files, all of that sort of thing. So I expect a humongous amount of that sort of stuff in Starfield. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Do I think it's going to be a clean release? I think they are pretty much working on it really hard right now, hopefully. But yeah, let's go into it. I'm just going to showcase the gameplay, all the interviews and that sort of thing. I will do a little bit of clipping here and there. Maybe mention a little bit what they are saying, so can kind of like take it in and kind of like analyze it in my own way, spreading my own opinion sort of way. So, but the first thing we see right now is that the ESBR rating is actually really high, like 17 plus, like mature, blood, violence, suggestive feel. Like, really? I mean, okay. So that's actually kind of surprising. Coming from a Bethesda game, I don't think I've seen this high rated, mature, or ESBR kind of rating for a Bethesda game. Maybe Fallout 4 was the highest, like 16 plus if I remember. But 17 plus, that's actually pretty high. So it's going to be, as suggested, like violence, blood, use of drugs and strong language, which I'm really looking forward to as well. Oh, this is going to be so... Oh, just 2 more months. It's such a weird feeling. I have to be honest with you, it's such a weird feeling. I had never seen this sort of thing where a gameplay, pretty long one and deep one, showcase before the actual release. It's always like, oh, you have to wait like a year or maybe even maybe over a year before you can play the game. Like 2 months? It actually took me by surprise. It actually did. So the first thing we see is this beautiful view. It's so... Oh my god, I cannot wait to walk around in similar environment and with this cool aliens roaming the landscape. It's... So what can we see? Well, obviously we have some sort of compass down here in the left corner. I don't know what this symbol is. kind of maybe like calling your ship to you, or I don't know what this is. It's very. It can maybe some sort of bonus. I don't know. The only thing I can come up with is that calling your ship maybe. And then we have like the north and south. I think this is north and south it's pointed to. And we have the name of the planet or moon we're on, Aquila. And I don't know what this is. This to me looks like maybe your oxygen supply. Maybe you have to what we call it, replenish it some time for time. If the atmosphere is breathable, maybe you don't need it. Don't really know exactly, but it would be a cool feature, but also maybe a little bit irritating and that sort of thing. Maybe it will limit you from walking a certain distance from your ship until you have to return to replenish your oxygen. To me, I hope we are going to have some sort of vehicle. So far, I don't think so, but it will be so good because so far we don't know, or we do know we cannot fly or ship on the planet or that sort of thing. It's going to be stationary. It's going to land on certain areas where you decide to, but we don't have like a motorcycle or maybe like a nomad from Mass Effect Andromeda. That would be so good. Hopefully we are going to see something like that in the future. And then on the right corner we have the health bar. I have seen some sort of weird blackness filling up the health bar from the left side to the right side. I don't know what that is. It could be the radiation from the radiation system, from Fallout series, where when you're exposed to radiation, it will fill up your health bar, and if it's full up all the way, you're going to die from radiation sickness. Maybe that's the same thing we're going to see later, or I don't know. I don't really know, but I suspect it's going to be more. I think they have disabled some of the HUDs here, especially the prick or something. You used to have like stickers or something here in the middle to kind of like indicate the direction where you are looking or where you're aiming the gun. So far, I don't see it. We should just see in the future.
First new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through.
This looks so... we have to wait till like September. Like it's around the corner, but so far it feels so far away. It's kind of like with Hogwarts Legacy. Those just few weeks before it was released, it felt like the time just stopped. And it's always September. Always something is coming up, and that's the time when school starts and people go back to their jobs and vacation time is over. If I just knew that this was going to be released in early September, I would have taken at least 2 weeks vacation. I do think I still have some weeks left on my vacation so I can take out, but I don't want to do it because I want to save it up to the next time. So I don't think I'm not going to do it. Such a missed opportunity right there. But that's life. But also, teachers are especially going to hate. Teachers are especially going to hate this game because school starts up, and I'm just one of those kids when a game came out in September and I was in school. Fuck the homework. I'm going to play the game. I don't care about my future. I just want to play the game. So here we have another planet. It's called Albatania VA. Weird name, but anyway. So Todd just said it's not just one world, it's a 1,000 world. Now I don't think it's 1,000 explorable worlds. I think it's more like some of them are just going to be like gas planets maybe, and you cannot land on them, you can scan them and that sort of thing, maybe collect some resources from them, from the gas and that sort of thing. Radiation, I don't know exactly, but if it really is around 1,000 planets to explore, I mean, I'm not going to be able to explore every single one of them. There's no way, absolutely no way. But we do see some sort of new symbols down here in the compass. Obviously, the one we see is the radiation symbol, so it's obviously that this place is radiated from some place, because maybe it doesn't have like an atmosphere or ozone layer protecting its surface from being bombarded by the sun rays and that sort of thing. But also we have this water symbol. Now I don't know what it can mean. To me, maybe the lack of I don't know. Obviously this means warning, radiation warning, but what is this? Like some sort of warning that maybe you don't have, maybe you're thirsty? I don't know. That's actually pretty cool to speculate.
It's over a
Now this scene, it looks so beautiful. Cherry Boys V, don't know that. It's a very weird name for it, but yeah, it looks beautiful. Oh my god, it kind of looks like a dune planet with all this sand and the. It's going to be so interesting to explore this world. So another thing I want to point out, it does looks like the space engine. If you don't know what space engine is, it's kind of like a space simulator. It's not a game, a proper video game. It's more like a simulator, and you can buy it, or I think you can download it for free. I don't remember exactly, but on Steam, and it is an amazing piece of technology. You can literally go from one planet to another planet, to another moon, from one moon to another moon, to another star system, to another star system, to another galaxy with all its star system. It's such an impressive piece of technology in my opinion. So it kind of reminds me a lot of the space engine.
thousand worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours.
Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh, I know. I'm going to repeat myself a lot in this video. You have to just live with it. So we have another warning here. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's like a warning for bacteria. Obviously, it's radiation because you're so close to a gas giant, so it's going to radiate a lot. But we do have life here, some sort of flying. Maybe it's that reptile we saw, which maybe we're going to see later. But we do have some weird thing here. Like it looks like maybe a bacteria warning. Interesting.
It's yours.
Then we have another symbol down here. Maybe it's like medicine. You're on medicine, or maybe you need medicine. And also the symbol up on the right corner of the compass has changed as well to some sort of mountain symbol. It's going to be a lot to take in right now. Oh, I mean the alien. I like the alien designs. They look so different. I'm so glad with that. I mean, No Man's Sky has its own, alien. I don't know how to say it. Procedural generated aliens, which okay, but this looks so much cooler. It kind of looks like a crab with two jet engines. I cannot wait. I do noticing it's raining. Maybe it's like acid rain.
And it wasn't until now.
And then we have some sort of weird symbol right here, flashing, some blue kind of symbol flashing. And we also have this symbol right here. I don't know. Maybe it's like it looks like a walkie-talkie kind of thing, or maybe a factory. It's so hard to see. Oh, this looks so beautiful.
That we had the technology to create.
And here again we have that symbol flashing, and we have that spaceship symbol. I'm worrying about the, because it's procedure generated, because we don't have a vehicle we can drive away. We're just going to have to like walk around the planet. It's going to grow a little bit too boring as in the end. I think I have to admit to that. Yes, it's going to be a bit boring eventually. I think you can, if they implement some sort of vehicle, I do think it's going to be much more interesting to go on a large, very distant kind of exploration compared to what you can do with walking around. God, it looks so. It really looks really alike Space Engine. It's so interesting to see how the new creation engine is working here. It's gonna be so interesting to see if the creation engine, that I think it's called creation engine 2 right now, if it's going to be able to be so stabilized to run this game. I don't know what this symbol is.
From the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in.
So this is the, what was it, Atlantis or something? We're going to see it later. So, oh, yeah, this game is. I mean, think about it. Just think about it. Maybe not the. I said it in my reaction. Maybe not the next Elder Scrolls, the current upcoming Elder Scrolls games, but the next Elder Scrolls 7. They have to use this technology to create some sort of really big map, either all of Tamriel or just several countries altogether. They have to. If this procedure generated engine can do this kind of scenery throughout the video game, throughout the plans and sort of thing, they have to use it.
In these worlds.
And there can be a lot of cons with it as well. Yes, absolutely. Like this, like it's just open, barren, that sort of thing. But we have seen other planets that have a lot of foliage and forest and animals. We're going to see it later.
That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate.
I mean, just boot up Space Engine and just look it up. Look it up. It looks exactly like this. And when I first run or played Space Engine, I was like, dude, if we could have, why wasn't, imagine Mass Effect Andromeda, but with the Space Engine. And then we got No Man's Sky, but that was a flop in the release. But Space Engine, but Mass Effect exploration. And now we're finally getting something that is so close to it. I can almost taste it.
The galaxy around you. Our next generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on.
Now, what can this be? What can this archway be? Question is it human or alien made? To me, it looks like a monument, some sort of monument. But it's so weird because it's in the absolute it stands in an absolute barren wasteland. Nothing is here except for some canyons here. So maybe either it's a kind of war monument, maybe a battle happened up in space and they just place it here, or maybe it's a resource gathering sort of thing. I don't know what. This is so it's so cool. I cannot explain exactly what I think this is. Those are the only two things I can come up with. Either a war memorial that is kind of like degrading and that sort of thing, or it's a kind of resource gathering sort of thing, or maybe it's alien made. Who knows?
The type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere.
I mean, look at this. This looks like, if this is procedural generated, like this map, all of everything you see in front of you right now, my God, Elder Scrolls 7 it blows my mind right now that this can be procedural generated. It actually blows my mind. It's so detailed and so realistic looking. But I can imagine some places probably the procedural generated is going to look absolutely nonsense, and it's going to be. I think this kind of like rock here looks a little bit weird. Maybe there's a fallen tree in the background here, but I can look over some small things absolutely because it looks so. I hope my computer is going to run it. It's going to, because it's a really beast of a computer.
We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
I really appreciate them do so. When I first started to play Elder Scrolls games, it was mostly in the first person's view and that sort of thing. But around Skyrim, I started to do a much more third person, like Fallout 4, and yes, even Fallout 76. So yeah, I'm much more of a third person kind of guy nowadays, so I'm going to play this game with my third person. My god, I'm so excited, so I cannot even speak. Third person view, that's the word. Because I also want to see my character nowadays. Because here's the thing also, maybe I can take that later. I mean, look at this. It blows my mind that this is procedural generated. Like it literally looks like Skyrim. Not exactly, but the potential how Skyrim could look like today.
We love exploring.
I know here we have the scanning, the scanning, what do you call it, scanning computer, whatever. I don't know this sort of thing. You can also see down here we have like this is obviously going to be run on a Xbox controller. I think yeah, it is. It's going to be released only for Xbox, right? Because I don't think. Is it though? Because isn't PlayStation and or Sony or Xbox in kind of like a feud, exclusive releasing their special games only for their consoles? Like, why? I'm a PC guy, so I don't really give a damn about consoles anymore. I'm not going to play a console until like after maybe my current computer is going to die, whatever. So honestly, yes, also I can bring it up that 30 frames per second for the consoles is honestly, I can understand the reason why they do it, because performance wise and that sort of thing. But also, come on guys, really, this is next generation consoles. They should at least go up to at least 50 or 60. Come on. Now I can play any kind of game with even 100 or 90. That's kind of like the line for me nowadays. 30 is. I can definitely see the difference when I'm running a game on 30 or 60 FPS. So I can kind of feel a little bit from the consoles, like that's actually kind of bullshit, to be honest. But here we have this survey thing, whatever what it was called, scanning. So we have some sort of information here, like we have two symbols here. Maybe I don't really know what this is, but maybe he's scanning.
And rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this.
It doesn't really show exactly, but I don't know. Is this some sort of quest? Like, scan 4 faunas and 3 floras and gather 8 resources to receive some sort of maybe rewards or something? I don't know. Interesting. So we have down here scan for A, and then for X we have outpost, and then some sort of numbers. Maybe this is kind of like the limited some sort of limitation to how many outposts you can build on the planet? I don't really know, but it kind of looks like it. And we also have a little bit of change in the compass. We have a temperature showing us it's -11. I don't know, is that degrees or Celsius? Because honestly, if you can't change this to, you know, a more civilized thing like Celsius, then I'm not playing the game. O2, don't really know what this is supposed to mean. Grav, I think it's going to be gravitation, like how much gravity it's on the Earth or them on this planet compared to Earth. Maybe it's like 5 times more gravity on this planet. I don't really know how this works. It's going to be interesting to learn about it. Surface map we have here, so maybe not a planet map of just a surface. I wonder how much we can zoom out if you're going to be able to explore an entire planet. Photo mode, I'm so happy they include this. I'm actually really happy because I love doing photo modes. I love it for in Cyberpunk when you can do it. You can take some really cool pictures and that sort of thing. And then back, obviously, it's just going to go back to regular view and that sort of thing, going out from the survey or scanning mode. And then we have the weapons. Not the weapons wheel, but the weapon kind of like showcase what kind of weapon you have here and how much ammo is in it and how much ammo you are carrying it or on your body and that sort of thing. And still, I don't know what this symbol is. And we have another, like, it's gonna be so interesting to explore.
That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources.
Very No Man's Sky kind of like, so oh, it's the actual drill. Okay, so it requires ammo as well. I don't know. Okay, I can buy it. That's the thing, if we don't have a vehicle to, you know, store our things in, it's going to be a lot of back and forth running to your ship and back and forth, that's sort of, or calling it in and have to land it and take it off and all that sort of thing. So I hope for a vehicle, but I don't think we're going to receive one. Please, Bethesda, if it's not in, please put it in, because even No Man's Sky has some sort of vehicle. So we have this resource gathering. I like resource gathering, absolutely, but it does come a time when I just don't care about resources. I just want to explore. I just want to do some gameplay. I just want to have some fun, because resource gathering is not that fun, to be honest.
Do a mission and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
So here we have the symbol, a weird symbol again. It kind of looks like a drill. We had it on the compass here, so maybe it showcased some sort of the closest nearby quest, or maybe like a unknown location. Like it can be potential like close to you, like you don't see it. Like, it's so interesting. I really need much more. I mean, what is this, for example? This red thing here. This is obviously going to point to north, but what does this point to? And how, if this is an procedure generated, it's really good. But I don't think it is. I think it's man-made. Maybe like one of your first missions or something like that. Oh, now I see. Oh, it's the kind of like Fallout, the enemy location or enemy direction on the compass, and all of a sudden it turned red. So maybe it means that you're in danger, or you're being shot and that sort of thing. And because currently he's being shot by this guy here. I don't know what faction it belongs to. Maybe the Red Miles, I think it was called. And I gotta say, the combat looks absolutely fluently. much better than the previous showcase they had. When was it? Like a year or year or two. It looks so much more fluid to me. Like not at this, maybe a little bit too much to the Fallout, but so much fluid, so much better in my opinion. Maybe not as fluid as, for example, Call of Duty or Battlefield, or maybe even Hell Let Loose or something like that. It's very much Fallout 4 kind of weapon, gun play, and that sort of thing. So, with a little bit of twist here and there, a little bit more fluidity to it. So I like that. So obviously we have a grenade symbol around it down here. So pretty cool. And also we can see the health bar of the enemy, Spacerpunk. Maybe that's just a generic enemy you're going to be encounter on your different planets, and then you have the level of it. I'm not the one who's going to be enable this, because I hate seeing this sort of thing. I don't care about health bar, I don't care about the level, I just want to go in blind. Like if it's going to be like a level 80 and I'm just level 20, I don't want to know that. I just want to be surprised. Love the jump pack or jet pack, whatever you're going to call it. It's very clear that they have taken the lessons from Mass Effect Andromeda, where you can either have the jetpack or you can use your bionic powers to like fly around and evade quickly in certain directions. It's very clear they have taken that in from Mass Effect Andromeda, and possibly from Fallout 4 with your power jetpack for your power armor. And we also see it, you have a booster bar here, so maybe you're going to be able to like upgrade it to last longer, or it's going to run faster. We just have to see in the future. So it looks really promising. The combat looks really good and really fluid and really fun. So I think I'm going to have a good time with combat. The gun looks absolutely beautiful. It kind of like reminds me of the pistol in Fallout 4 mixed in with kind of like a Luger design. Really interesting. And then we have this, I think this is some sort of like a side reward quest, like ballistic, kill 20 enemies with a ballistic weapon, 5 out of 20. So obviously this is some sort of achievements. Maybe it's going to be on Steam achievements or that sort of thing. This is so interesting. And also something happened with the guy with the space punkers jetpack, I think it was. It just flew in up into the steel bar and he just explodes. Don't know if that's because he shot the jetpack or if something happened. Then we have the inventory inventory UI. To me, it's very Fallout, absolutely. I'm much more into the Skyrim kind of thing where you can actually see what you're gathering. To me, I would much rather want to see something, maybe like a small picture of the item it's located in. I'm not really. I don't like this design too much. I might be able to grow to like it, but so far I don't like it.
We do love stuff and all of the
Including like this. Like what happened all of a sudden? Where I don't. It all of a sudden this black layout just disappeared. Why? But I do like this new kind of thing where you can actually see how much it weighs, and I think this is the credits, like the currency, how much it's worth. So interesting.
items allowing you to pick everything up. and you can view all that in your data menu.
And here we have the kind of like the inventory menu with yourself, obviously, your health, your level, your name, and I don't know if you like joins any faction. Is the faction symbol going to be located here? So far, I don't know. It just looks like it. Then you have the information of the planet you're on, like local time and unit. Okay, and survey. Like it is. Wow. Frontier. Like what is this? Maybe it's your ship. Class A, crew 2, 20 light years, hull 100. I don't know what this is. My god, this is just so much to take in right now. Obviously, you have your weapon, your mass. What the hell is a mass? Oh, maybe it's your inventory limitation, how much you can carry. Okay. Refined Eon. Is that the name of the gun? Lasers. Certification, skill points. Or maybe this is some sort of skill traits.
This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory.
Okay, so it was the skills and then the ship and inventory. Okay, I'm getting into this.
We love to pack a ton.
God, the weapons look so interesting. They look so unique. Oh my god, this is so cool. I don't know if I like this, for example. This UI for the weapons. Maybe it's going to be like for items and that sort of thing. Maybe clothing. I can accept it for now. You have your credits here, and obviously, yeah, as I suspected, your limitation, how much you can carry compared to equip. Very much like Fallout 4, kind of weapon inspection, that sort of thing. Favorite and drop it and sort it, and then obviously we have your weapon information, your fire rate, range, mass, and all that sort of thing. Oh, this is going to be so fun. I gotta say, the food. I mean, the food in Fallout 4 looks absolutely amazing, and this just looks wow. The texture is really well done.
Just obsess over.
I mean, look at this. I mean, even though I'm actually already eating an entire dinner, like this looks so good. Like I can literally just wanna reach into my monitor and just grab it and just eat it because it looks so good.
For the detail.
A steak. Oh my god, you people don't understand how much I'm actually going to grill tomorrow. So and it looks so good.
And food.
There, obviously, this is some sort of. It kind of looks like those horseshoe. No, not horseshoe. Crabs. I don't remember what they were called, but they live on Earth. They looks very similar to this. Trilobites. That's the name of them, right? Small alien arthropods suited with whipped cream. Restore 15 health. Okay. Wow. Whoa. 740 credits for this. Man, inflation has hit hard even in Starfield.
We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship.
So he says that you can either walk back to your ship or fast travel back to your ship. So it's not going to have any vehicles. That's the thing I can kind of get from it, which is a missed opportunity in my opinion, because it would be so good to have a vehicle, some sort of vehicle, to just go out in the world and park it and just take and maybe go out and scan, then come back to your vehicle and leave all the things you have been gathering, like scanning and survey. Oh,
We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship.
So Vasco is one of our kind of like maybe earliest companion. I wonder if we are going to be able to kind of like modify him like we could with the robots in Fallout, the Autonomatron DLC. That would be really cool. Like making like carrying more stuff and maybe can punch harder or maybe install a new weapon system. Maybe we can turn it into a dog even. Like honestly, Bethesda, if there's no such thing as a dog in this game, then you have missed it another big opportunity because oh my god, you need a dog.
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
And he can even say,
And he can say your name like Codsword, I think it was in Fallout 4, where you can literally type in your name and he would say your name. He said my name. I was like, wow, that actually blew my mind when I first heard it. Like, you said my name in a game. Like, wow. That's why I always took with me Cosworth, just so I can live in the world a little bit more extra, you know.
say your name. Let's head out.
So, the one thing is a little bit weird is that he enters the ship and then it takes off and goes into space. I don't know if it's, to me it's a little bit like why can't I just walk into my ship while it's still on the planet and I can gather and that sort of thing and then walk out again? Do I really have to walk in the ship, fly into the space, do my stuff, go down and land and then repeat the process? I would rather much want it to be like I can walk in, leave some of my stuff that I've been gathering, and then go out and explore more. That's the thing I want. I don't know if that's the case or not. We just have to see. So here we have the cockpit, and one of the cockpits we were going to have several of them, and it looks so cool. This is how I want my gaming setup going to look like. Wow, man, this is beautiful. I really like the design, kind of like the not futuristic, as they said. This is a NASA punk design, which is really cool and that sort of thing. It's not too future like. It's not too, I should say, the current kind of like. But it looks like this looks like a copy in an airplane, like in a Boeing 747 or maybe like a what do you call it, F-16 or something. Like it looks so good. It looks so cool.
Style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your
And then it looks like we're going from the cockpit to kind of like a mess hall. Now, as an old sailor myself, I love this sort of thing. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, and the graphic and then the textures. The Creation Engine 2, I think it's called. You can clearly see they have updated the engine. It looks beautiful. I love this design. It looks so current kind of time, but a bit more futuristic, like Prometheus, the ship from Prometheus, or the Nostromo from Aliens, or Alien, I should say. Oh, this looks so good.
home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch. A bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi.
I love this. We can see so much here. As someone who, as I said, sailor before, all these pipes and that sort of thing, takes me back. And the storage apartment and the small mess hall or something. I think this might be the captain's cabin, maybe, because it's a much more smaller ship. It's not the big one yet. Patch access, electronic access, overflow access. Okay, this is so good looking.
Where everything is well used.
Pictures, different patches and status, tire. Oh yeah, these sort of things where you could find on the ships as well. And then you have this, the kind of like a what do you call it? A drawing of the artifacts you can find.
Worn and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
It looks, yeah. This is a small ship. This is the access point to the hangar. Okay, so yeah, it's a small ship. Don't know where does this lead to? Maybe like I think this might be the toilet or bathroom. It has to be. I don't see it another way. Nova Hab. Don't know what that means. What does it say? Expose you back. Oh, this looks so good.
This is your star map.
So here we have this, as he said, star map Promia E4C. And then we have like what kind of type, rocky one, gravity, temperature, just cold, okay. Atmosphere, thin, magnosphere, weak, fauna, flora and water, radioactive. That's the thing. If we land, they said that if you can land whatever you want. Like if I land right here, will I like explore the coast of this planet? Industrial outpost and civilian outpost. I mean, this game is going to be so. I'm telling you, guys. I know I'm going to repeat myself, but that's the thing. This game looks to be so fun. So this is the star system map. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 moons. Just 15 moons. Is it really 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15 moons. Just 15 moons that you can explore in one system. And then you have the planets. I don't include the gas giants because you can't walk on them. So 1, 2, possibly 3. So possibly 3 planets. No, 4 planets. You can explore alongside 15 moons. Guys, I'm not going to be able to play this game and explore the entirety of all the systems and how it's not possible. It's just not possible. I'm going to either become bored or I'm going to don't have that much time with it.
See planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here you can plot a course.
So here we have the what do you call it, like interstellar kind of map, or what's it called, like star map, where we can go to different systems. I mean, what did it say? Like 100 system with 1,000 planets or something like that. It's too much. It's a little bit too much, to be honest. So yeah, I just wondering, like, will there be like, I mean, obviously it's going to be different stars, like a red dwarf, a yellow typical sun, like we have. Well, it's not yellow, it's white, and then you have like super. What do you call it? Super. Are it called super star? What's it called? Like red dwarf. I know one. It's called red dwarf. Then you have like type G and type S, so that sort of thing. Are we going to be exploring like what do you call it? Maybe like black holes and that sort of thing? Oh, the possibility! Oh my god! I'm sorry, guys. I'm so hyped for this game. Oh, I know I shouldn't have hype. I know, because it can bring me down at release hard. But the thing is, you guys don't understand. If you say, oh, you don't be hyped for this game and that's all right. Guys, you don't understand. You don't understand how much I've been craving for this sort of game. Yes, you have No Man's Sky, but it's not the same as this. This looks so much more what I wanted. Ah.
To ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these.
So we have a cargo hold 130 with 450 in limitation. Really good. Jumps 1. Jump range 20 light years. Distance to the next star system. And fuel consumption. Are we going to be able to resupply that fuel in distant stars on either resources or maybe like Elite Dangerous, where we can fly close to the sun and gather energy like that way? I don't know. It's just going to be interesting to see. So it does belong to a faction, the Freestar Collective. Yeah, that's the kind of like the Western frontier kind of theme faction.
Systems, and you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri.
So here we have the Alpha Centauri system as they are planning to go. Now I do see the solar system right here. Now the big question is, we are going to be able to enter the solar system, which yes we are. We are going to be able to land on Mars. Like oh my god! Like I'm going to land on Olympus Mons, and I'm going to look. I hope I can explore the Olympus Mons and that big Martian Grand Canyon, whatever it's called. This is going to be so fun. And then of course, hopefully we're going to be able to land on the moon. And the big question we're all now asking, are we going to be able to land on Earth? I don't think so. There's got to be some sort of in-game explanation why we can't. Maybe Earth is kind of like, you know, used to have like an apocalyptic scenario, maybe like global warming and that sort of thing has destroyed it. We can still land on Earth, but it's going to be barren. It's going to be just an absolute hellhole. But I'm so interested. We have how you want to play this game?
System where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
I really like this. It reminds me so much of Elite Dangerous, and all from the space itself, the different I don't know, patrol ships going around, and then you have this system where you can what do you call it, like give certain energy to either laser or ballistic or missile systems, and but at the cost, for example, engine or shield power. Oh my god, this is going to be fun. This is going to be so much fun. And then you can see, like, I think this is the shield, how much percentage it's your shield is on, like maybe 33% or something. Then you have your whole or basically your health bar for your ship. And then you have like 100 ballistic and ammunition for your ballistic and missiles and laser and booster and speed. This really takes me back also to Elite Dangerous when I used to play it. For I don't know, I haven't played that game now in 2 years or something. But I do remember I had a really fun time with that game. So we are going to be able to land on Jameson, I think it's called, yeah, up here. And there's New Atlantis, the capital of this faction. Oh my god! And this is the closest Earth-like planet so far we know we have seen in this showcase. I'm so shocked that we can literally land anywhere and explore. Obviously it's going to be procedural generated and that sort of thing, but I'm wondering if I'm landing on this in this bay here, like somewhere around this coast, am I going to be able to explore this coastline here? So here we have the new Atlantis, which I don't know what to say. It looks. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't explain how I feel. It looks so freaking beautiful. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Star Citizen. Shove it up your goddamn butthole right now. I don't want to hear Star Citizen. No, it's going to be deleted forever from my computer. This is what I wanted. Like, people, if you're playing Star Citizen, that sort of thing, oh my god, you're being scammed. I also wondering, are we going to be able to have like an apartment or a house? I know obviously you're going to be able to create your own house with the outpost system, but can we like like in Skyrim, where you can go to, for example, Windhelm or Markarth, you will have like your own house, or kind of like apartment, like in Markarth, I think. It's basically your own house. Are we going to be able to have that in cities throughout this game? Like,
An amount of custom art, crowds, and
capital, the United Colonies. Is it 2161? I don't know when this game is taking place. I don't think we have any kind of indication the year we're currently in the game. Okay, can't really see exactly what it says on the signs. Warning, launch. Proceed unless on for. Okay, so it's some sort of launch pad, maybe this way. Pad A. So it's kind of like an airport. Maybe, yeah, it kind of like, maybe it's kind of like an airport, but spaceport. Wow, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. September. I couldn't come quicker.
quests.
Settle system use network. We even have we even have a lot. They even have their own BBC or something like that. Fox News. Are we going to be able to have like radios like in Fallout 4? Like, are we going to have like your own Diamond City News and that sort of thing? Oh my god, they should have Travis on there. Oh, they have to. Oh, please. I don't. These people, they don't look like teenagers. They look more like college students. And I don't know what this is in the background. Kinda looks like a college, maybe like an academy. Guys, the amount of hours I will just been spending in New Atlantis is going to be, I think, at least above 30 hours. Then we have some sort of war memorial here, like like the Vietnam memorial. Kinda looks a little bit like it, but obviously in a circle with names engraved in it. I can't really see what it says, on the circle, except for some names like Bong Cha Song, Trine Salmon, Clara Strutcher, Francisca Abbott, Linnea Anderson, maybe. The cities in the background. Mast. Maybe it's an anagram for something. Maybe it's the capital. Who knows this before we even launch the game. God, this is going to be so interesting. If we don't have an apartment looking like this, it's going to be, why? I want to play the game. Oh, this is so beautiful. Ah, the sunset and the landscape, the cities, and maybe and eventually all the ambience and the sounds. Oh, dude, this game in VR, it's going to be an experience. I'm telling you. That quote about it reached out and spoke to, it sounds very Mass Effect with the Prothean, the devices and that sort of thing. Um, so obviously this is going to be a you are the chosen one kind of story. You're the hero, you're the special one. Kind of like Hogwarts Legacy, that you are special with these powers, and in Skyrim, that where you are the Dragonborn, you're special. Honestly, that's kind of like why I liked Fallout 4 a little bit more, because yeah, sure, you are Volt, well, you are special, you are kind of like a special guy, but and you are from the time before the bombs and that sort of thing. So, but it doesn't treat you like you have special powers or you are kind of like a messiah kind of figure. So it's, to me, it's a concept that's been burned out. I need something much more different. And what kind it is, I don't really know. Just maybe a character watching events going past them, and there's someone else is playing the hero, kind of like Oblivion, when the champion is not really the real hero. Sure, he's a hero in sort of way, but he's not the ultimate hero, because the ultimate hero is Martin Septon, who sacrificed himself for the safety of the entire world and that sort of thing. So I don't really know what to think about this. You're a special kind of guy with these alien devices. I mean, this gotta be alien devices, alien artifacts, and from past civilization. It just have to. I mean, this does not look human made. Nowhere so far we've been seeing, from example, uh, the new the United Colonies and what was it called, free state or whatever. We just don't see anything like this. So this has to be alien made, possibly even robotic made, because it kind of looks like the symbols you see on the golden disc on Voyager 1, I think it is. This story is going to be interesting. It has fascinated me to kind of like puzzle together what the story is going to be. So these are kind of like your main side characters that you can take with you on your travels, that sort of thing. Um, I I don't know if you're going to be forced to have some of them as that sort of thing. Maybe for certain missions, maybe, but you are going to be able to recruit your own crew. Like you can go out and recruit someone from the nearest spaceport or coffee shop or that sort of thing. So so far, uh, it looks really impressive that you can have that you can have that sort of system compared to like Fallout or Skyrim, where you can recruit almost a lot of people, mercenaries, adventurers, scholars, guards, even and, former champions, and your own house calls. Like, uh, the, this is going to be different. I don't know if it's those kind of if there's going to be like a limitation of companions, like maybe like, are we going to be able to recruit for whoever? Like, are they going to be like procedural generated companions or crews out in the world, or are we going to just have kind of like sets of crews and companions out in the world? like Skyrim, for example, or is it going to be more like procedure generated NPCs that you can recruit? I mean, what is this? Is this something you just come around with in this world, like procedurally generated, and you see something in the distance and then you walk to it and you see this, or is this like a mission or something? Yeah, it looks very Anthem, kind of like a little bit. You have some sort of jungle, like very Earth-like jungles almost, except the ground looks very barren. Huh. And that big move. Oh my god. Oh, the people are going to be creative with photo mode in this game. It's going to be insane. It's going to be overflowed. I'm telling you, it's going to be overflowed on screenshot and wallpapers. Oh my god. So here we have some sort of indication that we can join some sort of what do you call it now? Faction. Not really a faction, but like an organization. For example, like the Vanguard here, which seems to be some sort of the military arm for the United Colonies. And I wonder, is this going to be some sort of the Skyrim Civil War? You can join up a certain side, and then you can advance through the ranks and that sort of thing, and earn either money or maybe different modules. Who knows? It's in a way, or is there going to be like an interstellar war between the different faction? Can, for example, the United Colonies conquer a different system, or can, for example, those Red Miles, I think they were called, can they like take over a system? Can they take over each other's system capital? Like, so far we don't know these things, but or is this just going to be like a perpetual war between these sort of different factions? This is just going to be kind of like a different kind of way of exploration. I don't know. All these questions.
The Vanguard help the United Colonies even get your UC citizenship?
So they say that we can earn our United Colonies citizenship, so we don't really have one from the start. So what's the pros for getting a citizenship? For example, in New Atlantis and the United Colonies, I think it's going to be very similar to Skyrim in the Civil War. Like, you can, depending on who you're, if you help, for example, the Stormcloaks, and you help them win the war, and then you get a special house and that sort of thing, or the Empire and different back and forth. That's the same. It's basically the same thing. Or is it going to be like you can actually have some sort of world impact on with your citizenship? Like, I have so much questions. I can imagine it could be good for trade. Like, you maybe are being scanned by border patrols or something, and they see like, oh, you have a citizenship, welcome your fellow comrade, and that sort of thing. Maybe you have some sort of maybe voting rights. It's like a Starship Trooper kind of way. Like,
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colony. The city of Sidonia on Mars.
So here we have Sidonia, which is located on Mars in the Solar System. Here's the thing, as I said before, can I land on Olympus Mount? Can I explore the entire mountain? Oh, and the big ass canyon. This is going to be so. At least it is confirmed that we can enter the Solar System. We can land on different moons and planets there. The big question we're all asking is, what happened to Earth? Is Earth still around? You know, as a currently, like, you know, like what do you call it, a habitable planet, or is it have something happened to it, like a World War III or global warming, climate change? Have something happened to Earth? Can we still land on it, or is it still there? And why can we not land on it? Like, it's so many questions right now.
Mars, to this day, serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies.
So if you, for example, either if you have a citizenship or not, can you like apply a job as a miner, and then you like you go mine and then you sell all this stuff and you get your reward and you can earn money that way, like you can do in Skyrim, when you can like chop wood or collect cabbages or potatoes and give it to the farmers and you can receive some reward from it. Oh, the potential here is so big. So here we have the three collectors, I think they were called, and it's a very Western frontier kind of faction. It's clear. It looks very clear like that. Oh, this looks cool. Yeah, I gotta say, this looks cool, and the music in the background is very Western. Ah, this is basically space Fallout and space NCR. Oh, this looks so fun. I wanna play the game. And it's actually on this planet of Aquila that we could explore, or that we saw earlier. I think it must be the same. I love the rifle. Co-Plaza, Midtown, the core. What's the core? Maybe some sort of nuclear decor. Oh, I can't wait to explore all of this. Bar, very Fallout neon sign. Roland Arms. Oh, okay, neon. We have to talk about this. This is the another 3-star space kind of city. Okay, this is obviously spot on Night City, and if they manage to have a stable, good game, I mean, this is going to be the Night City. You can clearly see that what we call it now, cyberpunk architecture, like, and you can see it inside as well.
Fishing platform, but is now
Like this just screams the cyberpunk to me. Like the clothing especially, it looks very cyberpunk, and the signs and the location. And then you have some sort of SSNN. Maybe there's another kind of radio station. I can imagine we are going to have some radio station. We have to. And then you have a very cyberpunk architecture when it comes to the corporate, like Arasaka and the Militech. It looks very Arasaka to me, like here. I mean, if they can pull this, if Bethesda, if you can pull this off, then obviously the next cyberpunk game should be made by Bethesda. Like, you just hearing a man just, it's like, it's a drug, I wanna take it again. The amount of hours I would spend exploring just one city. I'm not one of those guys who just walk in looking for a quest and then talk to him and just walk out of there. No, I am literally one of those guys who scans and go every inch. I am going to like scan my way, like just watching things, like kind of like in Hogwarts Legacy. I just went from room to room to room and just took it all in and watched the different things. Just a simple book to a simple stool to a simple bell. Like, I want to see it all. I mean, look at this there. This is cyberpunk. This is literally cyberpunk. I mean, look at this. Like, oh, it looks so beautiful. Is this the new Atlantis? Maybe, I don't really know, but 2 months. 2 months if we can play this goddamn game. Can I pick up this ball and just throw it around? Can I play like volleyball with someone? This looks, I think this is the Free States capital, Aquila or something, on Aquila, but it looks very Starship Trooper kind of fortress kind of like. So what are they protecting? It's probably nothing, but I'm going to explore everything. Yeah, I'm going to explore. I'm going to spend an hour just on this watchtower and just explore every single cracks and So the character creation. Here's the thing. I am a character creator whore. Like, I love creating my own character. So I really hope it's going to be a really good one. Because Fallout 4 had actually a really impressive facial creation. You can literally create yourself. I mean, please don't ruin this. Please. I'm begging you, Bethesda, don't ruin this. I don't make a cyberpunk character customization system. Please. I don't know. I want Fallout 4 or Dragon Age Inquisition kind of facial creation. I want to be able to create my face. I could actually create my face in Dragon Age Inquisition and Fallout 4 even. Please. Don't screw this up. Don't make a cyberpunk facial creation. Please don't. No, please. So this is something I'm looking forward to. The backgrounds. Like, we were promised this for Cyberpunk. It was never, ever delivered. This is something I'm looking forward to. This is going to present so much replayable options. And that sort of thing. I'm shocked that this is in Starfield but not Cyberpunk. And there's so many of them. Beast Hunter, Bouncer, Bounty Hunter, Chef, Combat Medic, Cyber Runner, Cybernetics, Diplomat, Explorer, Gangster, Homesteader, Industrialist, Long Hauler, Pilgrim, Professor, Ronin. And all of them have their own unique skills, like starting skills. This is what I wanted. And then you have traits, the freedom that you can take on from the beginning. This game is going to be insane. There's going to be so much repeatability for this game. Unite the colonies native, terra firma, maybe you were born on Earth. Raised enlightenment, erased universal, serpent embrace space, taskmaster, kid stuff, introvert, hero worshipper, free-star collected settler. Alien DNA, what's that mean? God, I want to play this game. Just for this. I'm one of those people, as I said, I'm going to spend at least 1 or 2 hours on just the character creation. I'm one of those people. This speaks to me so much. I don't know what to say. As an Oblivion lover, I can also say I was shocked when I saw it. I was like, wait, what? Scavenging, concealment, weightlifting. I really appreciate they have the same voice actor coming back and doing the adoring fan again. Like, Oh, some people are like, oh, I don't like the dwarf fan, or he's good, I'm gonna kill him and that sort of thing. Like, guys, be nice to him. Like, come on, you're his hero, for crying out loud. Sure, he can be annoying, but I'm just one of those people that, yeah, you go and be praising my air, whatever you want to do. I don't care. You do you. Just remember, I do have special personal space. And yeah, I mean, oh, in a way, I cannot wait to meet him. It feel like that annoying schoolmate you had in school, and then you go and you just bump into him in the town or the town center like 15 years later. So just be like, wait, that's you. Oh yeah, how's you? How you been? Like, oh, it kind of feels like that. And then you have this. This is also like, wait, what? So this is like one of those traits that you can choose, kid stuff. So you're gonna have like parents you can either visit. Wait, and they are on the planet of James, New Atlantis. Like, wait. I have parents, and I have to pay like a certain amount of. I think it was like 10% to them. Dude, I don't know what I'm going to choose. I don't know. Are they going to be like what you call it, kind of like when they did with Mass Effect Andromeda, when you created your character, and depending how you created your character, even though it was a shit character creation, it will afflict or affect your how your dad looks in Mass Effect Andromeda. Or is that going to be the case for Starfield here? Like, I'm so shocked how much content this game is going to have. Then of course you have the level system. I'm not going to go too much into it. It's literally kind of like Fallout or the typical Bethesda level system, like physical. It's probably going to be a lot of melee combat, social. It's going to be a lot of like haggling for money and that sort of thing, getting out of trouble, convincing people. Combat probably is going to be a lot of others like shotgun or how can I affect your damage with a shotgun or a rifle or pistol. Science, how much you can scam, how much resources you can gather, and tech, how much cost effective you can create or build stuff. That's the thing I can imagine the skills level system, skill points I should say, is going to be spent on. So I'm not going to go here too much into it. That's kind of like very how should I say it, basic generic skills set and all that sort of thing can be, especially in a Bethesda game. Shipbuilding, oh my god, I'm going to spend so much time with this. Oh my god, this took me by the bed. This actually took me on the bed. Like, I can create my own freaking ship. When I first heard about it, I was like, no, there's no way I'm going to be able to create my own ship. And here they are showing us that yes, you can create your own ship, and you can even customize the color and the upgrade. Oh my god. And I said it in my reaction, people are going to be so creative with this stuff. We saw it with that mech warrior they did. I mean, that's going to be nothing compared to what people are going to create. And I wonder how big you can make your ship. But obviously you can maybe do like a small fighter to a small freighter to a explorer ship to a frigate even, and I don't know if you're going to be able to make a big ass battleship almost. Like, I mean, this is going to be big. Like I'm going to be, as I said, I can spend hours on just character creation. I'm probably going to spend so much time thinking how my ship will look like. I want it to look unique. I want it to look something that I created with my mind. Obviously, I'm going to try to build ships from, like the Prometheus from the movie Prometheus, and maybe even the Nostromo, and absolutely I'm going to try to build the Normandy or the Tempest or something very close to it, but I also want to create something that is unique, and that's something I think this is going to offer me. Oh, this is going to be so fun. You have no idea how much I crave this. The fact I can upgrade all, like, go coaling and a shield generator, like upgrading the dock, fuel tanks and gravity. This oh my god, I don't. It's a dream come true. It is literally a childhood dream come true, just like with Hogwarts Legacy. It's a childhood dream come true. Like, it's like when you play with Legos and you just create it with your imagination. Now I can do it, but in a space game. Now the docking. The docking is something that I am just. I remember Bethesda's Pirates of the Caribbean video game. It was basically open world sandbox game, but with pirates and something. I remember that you could take your ship and board other ships, and you can fight it through, and you can either destroy the ship, or you could take it over, or switch over to that ship, or you can take it into your fleet, or you can sell it. That's literally a lesson they took from Pirates of the Caribbean video game that Bethesda did or published. I don't remember. I think they created it. It made me flashback to that game, and it's a very old game, Pirates of the Caribbean Bethesda game. It's a very, very old game. I mean, we are talking maybe 2005, maybe, if I remember correctly. So, Outpost. I'm also looking forward to this because I love building settlements. I mean, compared to many others who criticize Fallout 4, I actually really love to create my own settlement, like making it to make it look unique, maybe even better than actual settlements and cities in Fallout 4. Like, I remember so good one of my playthroughs where I'm just one of those people who just love to organize, and just over here you have the industrial district, over here you have the medical district, and over here you have the habitable or apartment district, and here you have the entertainment zone. Like, that's sort of things that I love making. Even I don't think it's going to be that deep with this, but it's going to be really interesting to see, like, how big can I make it? Is it going to be limited to like two, for example, up here, like two four-wall hab or something? Is that the limitation, one of two, and then I can go in and customize it? I mean, it's just going to be a mod to maybe expand it, if that's the case here. I mean, people are going to create cities. People are going to create freaking cities. If the game allows it, the engine that is. Dude, I'm just one of those people. I love decorating. I love building. This is. I want to be able to create my own city. I want to be able to create like a city, a mining town, and then create a research town. Like, the modding community is going to tear this game apart, like they did with Fallout 4 and Skyrim. Now, zero gravity combat. Now that's going to be interesting to see how they manage, like, if you're firing regular weapons with cartridges, it's going to create pushbacks, and if you're firing electric weapons, it's not going to affect you too much. But this is going to be a game changer in sort of way. In a way, I never really thought about it. Like, yeah, shooting a rifle in space, like you did in that mission in Call of Duty, going around space station, you're shooting, like, there's no effect for me to shooting a rifle or automatic pistol or whatever. Like this, I mean, the fact they actually thought about just that detail, it's just wow. Then of course we have this scene where he reach out and create some sort of anti-gravity field. Like this, like, what is this? Has to be with that artifact that you found. To me, it looks like that you are this special person, you have this power, you are the chosen one kind of thing. To me, I don't know. I need more. I need to. This is kind of like the shouts from Skyrim. I just don't know what to feel about it. It's going back and forth with feelings like trench warfare. I can't decide really yet what I think about this. It's good that it can create more content and more variety for combat, absolutely. But yeah, if it's going to be too OP to use, I'm not going to use it. I'm just, for example, the shouts in Skyrim, I almost never use them because I just didn't care about them. So that's pretty much everything that I can analyze, not to the best of microscopic kind of research, but a little bit what I think and my thoughts about it all. Like, it's an impressive showcase from Bethesda, and it surprised me that it was going to be released just 2 months from now. I thought it was going to be November for some reason, maybe because it was their last date they wanted to release it. I'm so hyped for this game, and I know I should control my hype, and I will. I have not pre-ordered the game because first and foremost it's expensive. It's really expensive. $99 I think it was. Like 1,000 Swedish crowns. Are you out of your mind? 1,000? No, hell no, no. I'm going to wait. I don't care if I get like 10 days early access for this game. There's no way I'm paying 1,000 Swedish crowns or like 99 euros or $99 I think it is. There's no way. Hell no. To me, a pre-order should always sticks around at its highest possible demands is $70, 70 euros or 700 Swedish crowns. I'm not paying 1,000 Swedish crowns for just 5 days early access. No, at that point I'm just going to wait and see. So no, I'm not going to pre-order it. I'm going to wait. And do I think people wanna? If you should pre-order it, honestly, it's up to you right now. I have been burned a lot of times with pre-orders, except for Hogwarts Legacy, which actually delivered its promises, and it was actually showcased to such a degree that I actually trusted the developers at the point that I felt like, yeah, I can pre-order the game. And I did. And I actually did. I'm not regretting it. I think it was an amazing game, and I got what my money, got my worth of money, basically. This one, 1,000 Swedish crowns, no. It might be an amazing game. It could possibly win a game of the year. So far, it's Hogwarts Legacy for me, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this game is going to play out. It's stable enough. is the story good? Like, it's going to be captivating, it's going to be better than Fallout 4 or Skyrim. There's so much, and the exploration, like, I mean, guys, I'm going to leave it right here. If you came all this way, thank you. Go and watch my reaction, my first reaction of it all. It's not the best one, absolutely not. And I'm not one of those who's going to be over dramatic and over exhilarating, what you call it, exhilarating about it. I'm just going in with my own things, like my honest reactions. So yeah, that's all for now. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm so looking forward to this game. And yes, I'm sorry for all those console player who's going to be stuck at 30 FPS. It's going to be locked for console for that. It sucks. Yes, absolutely. I mean, we are talking about the next generation consoles here. They're at least 60 or at least 50 if I'm gonna be honest. Other than that, it's 30 right now. It's criminal in sort of way. I'm not playing a game in 30 FPS never again. It feels like that is something I feel like we should have moved on from right now. So yes, it sucks for you console players that you're going to be stuck at 30 FPS. I'm sorry for you guys. I hope there's going to be some sort of optimizations in the later on for it. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and see you all later. Hopefully my review on this game. I also going to mention before I leave, don't expect me to review this game like a week or 2 weeks after it's released. No, I'm going to at least play maybe a month before I'm going to review this game. I mean, it's going to be a lot of things. Just this 45 minutes is barely enough. Anyway, see you all later.